In the field of cybersecurity, having a safe environment to test new tools and learn new techniques is crucial. Building your own home lab allows you to explore, experiment, and learn without risking your personal or company's production machines. Today, I will show you how to create a basic home lab using VirtualBox, a popular and free virtualization software. When testing new tools or executing malware to identify indicators of compromise, it's essential to avoid running these on your personal or production machines. A virtual environment provides a sandboxed space where you can safely experiment without consequences. VirtualBox is a great option because it's free, open source, and available for multiple platforms, including Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. First, head over the official VirtualBox website at virtualbox.org. This is where you will find the latest version of the software. Depending on your operation system, whether you are using Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, you will want to select the appropriate download option. For this demonstration, I'm using Windows host machine, so I'll click download on VirtualBox for Windows machine. Once the download complete, locate the installer file in your downloads folder and double click it to begin installation process. Here we say yes. You may encounter compatibility warning or notice that some software dependencies are missing. If it has happened, don't worry. Just click yes to proceed. During the installation, you might see a prompt indicating that the Microsoft Visual C++ 2019 redistributable is required. This is a common dependency for many applications. To resolve this, I'll provide a link in the description below so you can easily download and install it. After installing the required dependency, return to the VirtualBox installer and double click it, and you will not see this error again. You may receive warning that the installation will reset your network connection, temporarily disconnecting you from the internet. Click yes to proceed with the installation. Now that we have VirtualBox installed, it's time to create our virtual machine with the operation system of your choice. For this demonstration, we'll be installing Windows 10. For the second virtual machine, we're setting up a Kali Linux to serve as our attacker machine. If you have never installed Kali Linux before, this is a fantastic opportunity to learn something new. Now we will head to the first operation system and we will downloading Windows 10 ISO. To get started with Windows 10, there are various methods to download the operating system image. However, create your own image is one of the best ways. Keep in mind that you will need a valid license to install Windows 10. Navigate to the download page. I'll provide the link in the description below. Once you are on the page, scroll down and click on Download Tool Now. This will download the media creation tool, which will help you to generate Windows ISO image. Run the tool, double click. The tool will prepare itself and soon you will see the license agreement page. Go ahead and click accept. After a brief moment, the tool will say it's getting a few things ready. And this. Now it's getting a few things ready. Once this complete, you will be presented with two options. Upgrade your PC or create installation media. Of course, we will select create installation media and click next. Customize settings. You can customize the settings for language, edition, and architecture. For simplicity, I'll recommend leave the recommended options checked and click next. Choose media type. You will now see two options: a USB flash drive or an ISO image. We will select an ISO image. We will choose the location of the download file, and the download will begin once the Windows ISO image has been successfully downloaded. We'll be ready to proceed with the installation. Now that we have our Windows 10 ISO image successfully downloaded, it's time to jump into VirtualBox and create our virtual machine. After opening the VirtualBox, you should see the main interface. Now click on New to create your new virtual machine. Here you can name your virtual machine. You can enter a name for your virtual machine. I'm going to name it Tiny, maybe Tiny 10, or you can also choose the directory from here where you want to store your virtual machine files. I'll keep it default. Select the ISO image that we just downloaded. Click on the drop down next to the ISO. Select Other and navigate the Windows 10 that you have already downloaded. Let's press here so we will install the Windows 10 by ourselves. Now we are at the configuration screen. Remember, the specification you set here will depend on your computer's capabilities. For this demo, I'm setting the base memory to 4 gigabytes. Allocating one CPU and click Next when you are ready. Set up a virtual hard disk. For the virtual hard disk, I will leave it at 50 gigs, which is usually sufficient for Windows 10. Hit Next to proceed. Now review your settings. You will now see a summary of your virtual machine settings. If everything looks good, click on Finish. Now powering the virtual machine. Now that our virtual machine is set up, it's time to power it on. Simply click on the Start button here to boot up your new virtual machine. Once the virtual machine is running, you should see the Windows 10 setup screen. Here's what we do next. Let's change the view. Now click on Next to choose the language of the Windows, and let's the keyboard input. You can choose it from here. It's a normal Windows 10 installation formatting. Install now. Press here. You don't have product key. If you have, you can put it here and press Next. But in this case we don't have. We'll choose the version. We'll press Windows 10 Pro and click Next. Let's accept. I will accept the license terms here. Here you will now have option to upgrade or custom install Windows. Choose custom install Windows only and click Next. We already choose 50 gigs. Let's press Next. Installation in progress. Windows 10 will now begin installing in the background. This process may take some time, so sit back and relax. And there you have it. We have successfully set up our Windows 10 virtual machine. It will be restarting and start the Windows 10. We successfully installed Windows 10 on our virtual machine. Now it's time to set up Kali Linux as our attacker machine. Let's dive and get Kali up and running. Downloading Kali Linux. Navigate to the Kali Linux website at kali.org. Click on the download. You will see several options for downloading Kali. Since we are using VirtualBox on virtual machine, let's press here. You can download the pre-built virtual machine image. This will make the setup process much easier. I'll press here. This is the VirtualBox. I'll put it on the desktop and press here. It will start downloading. I chose depending on my system's architecture. If they are 64, if your system is 32, you can press here and choose the image that you want. And these images have the default credentials, the password and the username, both are Kali. I chose the pre-built of the VirtualBox image because I'm using VirtualBox. If you are using another one, you can download them from here.